Hello everyone and welcome back to Sophie Loves 10. I'm just going to say it now, I've got like red blotches here from where I'm so hot. If I get sweaty and hot and stuff, it's because I can't have the fan on, as every single YouTuber tends to say in their video at this point in the year, because you wouldn't be able to hear me talk because it's really, really loud and I had to sleep with on. But yeah, I'm filming up here today because I wanted to be with my bookcase to tell you what I'm planning on reading in June. Although it's the 22nd of June, I'm kind of like, I was in like a kind of reading slump again. I think it's because I'm so preoccupied with everything that's been happening with like sorting out this internship and stuff like that. I didn't feel like I could relax and read. I am nearly finished my second to last piece of coursework, so I have got a little bit of time in between now that I can chill a bit. So I have finished 2 books recently, one Audible and one that I was reading. Strange the Dream has been finished, thank God, at last, because I didn't think I was going to finish that, and it's such a good book. However, I just need the next one now. Just need it. I absolutely love it. And I'm on the Shadowhunter book, Dark Articles, now as well, which is number 2 of that series. I bought that like when it first came out because I was like on the Shadowhunter hype, and then I didn't read it for ages, and now I'm really on it. And I've been watching the TV series on Netflix is back on as well, and I've been watching that instead of reading those books, and I'm really enjoying like all of it. So that is really good. And I'm also reading, so I'm reading that and I'm reading this at the same time, Swamplandia by Karen Russell. However, I've got like a little bookmark for it and it fell out, and I just can't remember where I am. I know like roughly where I am, so I'm gonna have to like look at the book a bit more. I hate that when a bookmark falls out and you can't remember where you are. Like that's like the most annoying thing ever, because you've got to like read through loads of different pages to see exactly where you are and try and remember where you are. It's a hassle, but anyway. But I'm actually doing the video now because the main focus after I've read those 2 books for this month is this book, because I want to watch the Netflix series. My brother and my dad have been watching it and been telling me how awesome it is. However, I didn't realise that the book and the Netflix series are like the same thing for some unknown reason, and it's now Neil Gaiman, so I need to read it. I love his books. I've just finished another one, and this is American Gods. I've got the Netflix version with the front cover on, which is slightly different to the original version, I believe. But I've never had this book. I've just finished Neverwhere, and I've read tons of Neil Gaiman's books, but I've never ever read this one. So I thought I would give this one a go. So this is the priority after that, because I really want to start watching the TV show because it looks awesome. And then I've just got I've got quite a few books in a pile. I'm always trying to read more books than possible because we've got like a week left of the month, but I'm going to try. If not, this will be like into July reads anyway. So I've got Cara Spray Sweet Home, which I've been meaning to read for such a long time, and it looks awesome. It's just different short stories about, all based around home and home life. And her writing, she wrote something else before which I really, really enjoyed, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was. So she's a good writer though. I know that. I know that I bought this because I like her writing style. So that's that one. This one, which I actually wanted to read for a piece of work that I was doing a long time ago, and I never got to read it. And it's been sitting on the floor pile, to be read pile, for a while now. And I really, really wanted to read it, but I haven't. And this is The Less Than Perfect Legend of Donna Crest. I can't pronounce this stuff, but this is by Dan Micklethwaite, which is about, it's a modern fairy tale, and it's to do with books in a room, modern fairy tale, and I just think the front cover is awesome. It's to do with books, it's a modern fairy tale. I'm going to keep repeating myself, but modern fairy tale is the word that's like, yes, I want to read it now. Anything to do with fairy tales, and I'm on it. And I really, really want to read this soon. I think this sort of weather is giving me like really fantasy fairy tale vibes. I'm really, really enjoying that kind of thing at the moment with the Shadowhunters and anything that's sort of fiction, fantasy genre. I'm really enjoying it. However, The next one is not of that genre. This is something that I've had on my bookcase for a while, and I wanted to read it, and it's just been sitting there, and I keep thinking I really want to read that, but I've been trying to get my way through the books. And this is Vinegar by Anne Taylor. Anne Taylor wrote A Spool of Blue Thread, I believe that it was called, yeah, which was like a really nice book about family life, and I really enjoyed her writing, so I thought this would be really good. It's also like quite small, so I thought when I'm commuting to London again for this internship, which is starting on Monday, I can take this with me and just carry it around, which I thought was really good. By the way, I will be doing a video about the internship. I'm starting on Monday and I'm doing it 3 days a week, and I'm commuting to this place again, like the other one but not so far away, and I'll talk about it in the next video, I suppose, once I know a bit more what I'm doing. The next one is so at the moment, me and my friends have just booked a holiday, and we're all going away on like a girl holiday, and I'm trying to, you know, the usual, getting the summer body, like dieting, healthy eating and stuff like that. And I want to put myself in the mindset more. The heat is not making me want to work out. I can tell you that for nothing. Like, I'm already sweaty when I walk out the door. Why do I want to go get even more sweaty? But I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow and I'm going to get back on the bandwagon. So I thought I would read this, which is Eat, Sweat, Play, and this is how sports can change your lives. Sport can change our lives. So I thought I would read this and get some motivation going. Apparently this is really, really good. I've heard quite a lot of things about this. I bought this last year because I heard it was so good then, and never got around to reading it. So, and this is non-fiction, so I've got a non-fiction book in this pile for this month, or the week left of the month anyway. And then the last one that I have had up there, and I've basically like been working my way through this series for a while now, and I don't know when the next one's out. I need to check online, because I'm not sure if it's out already or not, but I like to have one on my bookcase because I like the story that much. So this is the, I believe, 5th book, although it's probably not going to say anywhere, but I'm pretty sure it's 5th or 6th. Like, we're quite into the story now, and this is The Girl Who Raced Fairyland All the Way Home. Which kind of sounds like the last book, so I hope it's not. I'm going to have a look at it later. Funny story, actually, I think I bought this book twice for some unknown reason. I can't remember why. I bought one copy and then I saw another copy maybe in a charity shop and I bought it, but the Fairyland series are really, really good. This is by Catherine M. Valente, by the way. Neil Gaiman wrote Glorious at the top, and it truly is glorious. It's like an adult fairy tale, although I feel like children can probably read it as well, but not really understand everything in depth about it. The last book, we usually follow the main character, that is the girl called September, and September is the main character for all the rest of the books that we've had, except for the last one, and it was like a half-breed troll human person that came, no it wasn't, it was a troll that came from the magical land down to England, or wherever, I'm guessing it was England, and he became human for some time, because they swapped places with the human, something like that story, like an exchange of the human and troll child. And that sort of broke away from the story, so we didn't really see September in that one, so I'm kind of excited to go back to this, because she's probably, all the books seem to be moving quite forward pace, so I'm sure we've got some more things about September in here, and they also really, really enjoy the illustrations on each chapter. You can see that. It's just really nice illustrations that she does. Well, that was a bit weird, isn't it? But I really enjoy these books. I think they're great kind of books to immerse yourself in and not have to think about all the shit that's happening in the world right now, basically. So yeah, that is the book. I have quite a few books really in total to read, but I should be able to get through some of them. This is, as I said, this is main priority, so as soon as I finished probably the Shadowhunter book, I'll be reading this. I feel like I've lost my place in Swamplandia now, and I don't know where to like catch up from, so I'm just gonna, it's gonna be on the pile of the books that I don't know what I'm doing, probably. But those are the books that I'm reading for June. Let me know what you're reading for the rest of June. I feel like this is so late, it's ridiculous in the month. I should have done it the first week. but I've read one book since, I've read 2 books since the beginning of June, which is pretty bad for my previous record. It's usually like 10 books in a month. But as I said, like life just gets in the way sometimes of reading, and it happens. It just really happens. YouTube gets in the way when you want to watch a YouTube video instead of read a book for half an hour. It happens sometimes. But let me know what you're planning on reading for the rest of June, and what you're reading for July. Is there any sort of, as I said in my last video, like kind of genres that you read for the summer months? I would definitely not be reading a book about snowy lands in July. I just can't handle that sort of stuff. Although it might make you feel cooler, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll comment down below and we'll chat there as per usual. And have a lovely rest of June. And I will see you next week. Bye everyone.